What is up, dudes? What is up, everybody? Doroteo says, "Is that Bruce? Is that the Bruce guitar from Racer X?" Yeah, kind of, sorta. Yeah, it's supposed to be. It was modeled after that one, inspired by that one. It's not exactly like his. His was not 24 frets, and his had a Kahler bridge and some other differences. Anyway, what's up, everybody? Jamie, Wayne, New York Chokehold, Time Surfing Alien, Six String Stanger, Ubi, Wasted Dude, Robert, Mitch, Jim. Who am I missing? I know there's a bunch of other people up here. Seabass, Raycron, Kyle, JS, Searching for Tone, Fist of Cover, Smoking Gun, Seabass. I think I said that already. BT Cheppy. I already forgot how to say that. Casey Lee, Tyler, Robin Callie, Kyle, Clutch, Cucumber, Ziggy. So everybody checking in on this fantastic Wednesday night. Sienna, hello Sienna, Stu, Robert, Mr. JW, Jerome, Michael, all kinds of people. If I missed your name, I apologize. If I said your name more than once, it's because I'm getting old and my memory's not so good. Monty, Monty Large, not to be confused with Monty Small, totally different person. Steve, Aaron, man, Raging Skull, Everybody check in the chat. If you're here watching, you got to check in the chat so I know you're here. Yeah, your wife would disagree with my shirt. I'm sure most wives would. Yeah, definitely. Ted Talks Guitars. You made it, Ted. Very cool. Thanks, Ted. And Fo, you... oh, I probably didn't say that. Or is it Fa? I probably didn't say your name right. Sorry about that, but I'm glad you're here. Okay, guys. I'm going to mention something right off the bat because I'll probably mention it a few times. Will, you might have noticed Rob and Callie just gifted 5 Ball Shredder memberships. Awesome. Thank you, Rob. So a bunch of people are getting memberships. Awesome. So you guys need to thank Rob. Hello, Brooke. New York chokehold. Anyway, guys, the title of the live stream says, you know, your help is needed or something like that. One of our brothers, guys, one of our YouTube guitar brothers, some of you might know him, some of you might not. He goes by the name Cal and maybe Cal B. I think he has a YouTube channel, and I know he's a supporter of me, and he watches a lot of us fellow YouTubers. So you might have seen his comments before. I definitely remember seeing him around. And recently, Cal's cat needed some emergency surgery. Now, as you can probably guess, pet surgery is not cheap, right? Especially when you don't have insurance, and I would say probably most people don't have pet insurance for that kind of thing. I know it's available, but I don't have it for my dog. And, you know, your pets are your family members, so if some kind of emergency situation happens and you take your cat to the vet and they're like, okay, we can save the cat, but it's going to cost $4,600. I think that's the amount that it showed in the GoFundMe. And so of course you're going to say yes. You're going to say yes whether you can afford to pay that or not, because it's a family member. You're not going to just say no to saving a family member. So Cal is, I believe he's a retired fellow. He's up in Canada and living on a fixed income. And that's a lot of money for him. That's a lot of money for most people. And he was considering, like, he was going to have to sell his guitars. And he doesn't have, like, a huge guitar collection with a bunch of, like, expensive Gibsons and things like that. He's just got some budget guitars, right? And he was going to sell those. I don't know if he started to do that. But some other YouTubers, a few of my fellow YouTubers, they got together. Ted Talks Guitars was one of them. And said, hey, let's put together this GoFundMe to try to raise the money so he can pay that vet bill and not have to sell his guitars, right? And so, guys, I have the link in the video description. If you look right at the top of the video description, the link is there. I'm going to throw it in the chat again. I've already contributed. And if you guys can contribute anything, guys, anything would be much appreciated. I'm sure he would really appreciate it. You know, let's help a brother out here. You know, there's a lot of people watching, and if everybody just kicked in, you know, whatever you can spare, whatever you can afford, it would be a big help to Cal. All right, so let's see if we can do that. Alrighty, guys, and I'll probably mention it again before the live stream is over for, you know, people to come in later. So what else is going on? What else is going on in the world of the bald shredder? Well, I don't know if it's like that time of year or what, but man, right now I'm getting just like smothered in sponsored content. And I mean, like, I'm getting a lot of stuff sent to me, and all of a sudden I'm getting like a bunch of emails about, hey, can you review our product? And I'm not talking about the ridiculous offers. I'm talking about like guitars and guitar products. And that seems to happen quite often, where I have so much stuff that, I need to kind of spread it out. I can't do 5 videos in a week. It's a good problem to have, but a lot of these companies, they want their video up like right away. And I'm like, well, I've already got the next 4 weeks planned out of stuff that I need to video, from other companies. So yours is going to have to wait. So anyway, stuff coming up, guys. Stuff coming up. What do I have coming up? Oh, I'm going to have another Donner video coming up. It'll be some point in April. It's another one of the Hush guitars. Remember the one I just did recently? It was the acoustic, the little square one with the metal bars on the top and the bottom. Well, that was an electric acoustic. Well, this one is it's not acoustic, it's the electric. So hopefully I can do some shredding on it. And it's like their Hush Pro or something like that. So that's coming up. I'm going to try, guys, something different. I might have a video going up on Saturday. I almost never upload stuff on Saturdays. In fact, I can't even remember the last time I uploaded a video on a Saturday, other than maybe a short or something. But like I said, I have so much of this stuff that I need to get out. So I'm going to try to record it like in the morning on Saturday and then upload at some point on Saturday. I don't know what time it'll be, but it'll be Saturday for sure. It's a pedal board. It's a pedal board that lights up with an LED, and it'll change colors. And you can even, there's a setting on the remote where the light will flash with the tempo of the music. So like if you're on stage and you're playing with a band or whatever, you push that button and the song is like dun 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 dun. The pedal board's gonna go like that, like in sync with the rhythm of the music. Pretty cool. So anyway, that might be on Saturday. What else coming up? The Fesley flag guitar review. That'll be at some point in April. Not real soon, because I just did that one this week, and I try not to put like, 2 things from the same company too close together if I can help it. I want to spread them out a little bit. And 6-string Stanger Dave is going to be joining me in that video for our very first collab, because he's also got the Fesley flag guitar. What else is coming up? Oh, next week, I think I will have a video on the Joyo acoustic guitar amplifier. That's probably going to be Thursday next week. So yeah, Joyo acoustic guitar amplifier. And it looks really cool because it's got, first of all, it's got a built-in battery. You can charge up the battery. You don't have to plug it in. And it's got like 8 hours battery life and built-in effects like delay, reverb, chorus, and stuff. Anyway, I haven't even tried it out yet, but hopefully that video will be up next week. What else? All right, it is looking like there's a company called Mustar or Mustar. You might have seen their guitar on Amazon. If not, you can look it up, M-U-S-T-A-R. They just have one guitar like in 2 different colors. There's a green one and a blue one. And it's a really cheap, like, beginner's kit. Comes with a little amp and all that kind of stuff. So very inexpensive, like beginner's style Strat guitar with 3 single coil pickups. It's looking like they're going to send me one of those. I think probably the green one. And that video will be like probably middle of April. What else? I will be doing another video for Enya. Remember Enya with all their like smart guitars and all that? They've got a Strat style guitar with all, the built-in speaker and the built-in effects and all that kind of stuff that you've seen in the other Enya guitars. But this one's like a Strat style guitar. A really cool purple one with like some graphics on it. So that'll be like mid-April. And the really exciting thing, guys, is that I just got an email yesterday from EART, like E-A-R-T. I never know how to say that. if you watch any of Guitar Max's videos, he always says ear, like ear, T, ear. But I look at it and I say so I don't know how to say it. But yeah, they want me to review one of their guitars now, which is kind of funny because I tried to contact them last year. I talked to a guy on Facebook, like he's one of their employees or something, and I messaged him on Facebook and said, hey, I'd love to check out one of your guitars, whatever. And he says, okay, email, this person at the company. And I sent an email to the person that he told me to email, and tumbleweeds, no reply. And I thought, okay, well, they're not interested in me. That was months ago. And then yesterday, out of the blue, it's like, here's an email. Oh, we love your content, and we'd love to do a collaboration with you, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, well, it's about time. So, yep, Captain Craig, is still kicking. Ubi asking how well my Enya hold up. None of them ever broke, Ubi. But I don't have any of those other Enyas. I sold all of them. Yeah, I don't have them anymore. But none of them broke like Lester's did. Bad joke guitars. If you go to the video description below the screen right there, you're going to see a GoFundMe link. It is for one of our fellow viewers, and I think he has a YouTube channel also, Cal B. It's to raise funds to pay for his cat's surgery. So we're helping to donate some money to cover the cost of his cat's surgery, which was pretty expensive. Okay, and let's see, what else is coming? Well, finally, guys, it finally looks like that jet guitar is going to be jetting its way to me very soon. So, it's been a little bit delayed. I emailed the guy a couple of days ago, and I said, hey, just checking in again. Did you guys receive the shipment? Because he was waiting for the shipment to get there, and then he was going to, send it to me, but it was already past what he said. So I sent another email, just like, hey, checking in. And he's like, yes, it arrived. It just arrived like today. We've got to unload it, and we're going to ship it to you, and you'll probably have it within like 5 days or something like that. So because I have so much stuff to do, I hope he's all right with waiting until like the end of April for me to get that video to him, because that one I want to do a really good job on. So yeah, jet guitars, guitars, some like, new companies, stuff that I've never tried before. So that's the news, guys. And I'm thinking, guys, that on this coming Monday, I'm going to upload the video that I recorded with Guitar Max when he was here a couple of weeks ago. So you'll probably see that on Monday, a video with myself and Guitar Max. I won't tell you what it's about. You'll have to watch the video to see. Okay, guys, so what else is going on? I don't have anything queued up. I don't have a clip to play. I don't have any pictures to show or anything. Today, I'm just going by the seat of my pants here. Whatever happened to Alvarez? No idea. I don't know. All right, Will. Thanks for being here. Later, dude. So, guys, help me out in the chat here. Help me to keep this thing rolling here. Otherwise, I'm not going to have anything to talk about. Oh, Ubi. No. Nobody bought Emma's bracelets last week. She had 3 sets. Remember, she showed all 3 sets. Not a single person emailed me about Emma's bracelets. We can try again. She's not in here, but I'll show you guys. Okay. This was set 1. So again, if you guys are interested in these and you want to buy a set, you just email me at thebaldshredder@gmail.com. So this one has like a little seashell on it, in some pink colors. That's cool. This is set as kind of a beach theme. And this one says beachy with a Y on the end. And then green with a little like kiwi there or something. And this one with the pearls and some color in it. And then pearls with like a little bow. The price on these sets, guys, usually before I used to tell you guys like a price, and then I would say plus shipping, and then I'd have to calculate the shipping, and it was kind of a pain in the butt. So I just said $12 with free shipping, and you get 5 of them. Okay, so $12, free shipping. Give them to your granddaughter, your nieces. Wear them for yourself if you want. No judgment, guys. I don't care. Here's set number 2. This one's kind of orange, and it's got a little carrot down here, like Easter theme, right? Every bunny rabbit wants a carrot. This looks like those candy bracelets, but it's not candy. This one says bunny at the bottom. And this has got like the little small beads on it. This is set 2, by the way. And then with the pearls and the colors. That's set number 2. And by the way, guys, you got to be in the United States. I'm not shipping these with free shipping to another country because then I'd end up losing money. Or Emma would lose money, I should say. Here's set 3, guys. Here's set 3. Pearls with the little purple things between them. This one says Easter. This one says happy. And this has got pearls with the like little gold things between them. Okay, so that's it. Again, if you're interested, email me at thebaldshredder@gmail.com. And you have to have PayPal. So you just have to be able to PayPal me $12, friends and family. That's it. Okay, all right, Clutch, good idea. So anybody that buys one of those sets, you will also get 1 bald shredder guitar pick. All right, there you go. So $12, you get 5 bracelets plus 1 official blue bald shredder guitar pick. 1 pick. There you go. Good idea, Clutch. Okay, what else is up, guys? Oh my goodness. Jamie Lynn with a little bit of news, Def Leppard related news. Steve Clark from one of my favorite bands, Def Leppard, one of my favorite guitar players. She said that his mom passed away, 87 years old, and died on her birthday. Wow. Well, she made it to 87. I hope I make it that far. What else can we talk about, guys? Did you guys see the video that Lester did the unboxing of his new CD? Lester Mitchell, talking about my buddy Lester Mitchell. He's got his new CD. He actually had physical CDs made up with a jewel case and everything. Really cool. I'm on it, guys. I appear on one of the tracks in a guest solo. So if you want to hear me on another song, find Lester's YouTube channel, Lester Mitchell. I don't think he has any ordering instructions yet. Like, it's not possible for you to order the CD yet, but he will soon. And it looks like he's got t-shirts also for that match the cover art of the album. So check that out. Juan, this is actually not supposed to be red. It's just like a dark orange. It's orange. And in the webcam, it looks like sort of a pale orange, but it's actually a darker orange. It's just the light is showing it that way. Dark orange. It was supposed to be the same color as Bruce Boyer's orange ibophone guitar. Seabass! Awesome. You want set 1? You got it, buddy. Set 1 is all yours. I didn't get your email yet, but I'm sure I will. So, that is paid for, Seabass. That's your $20 donation. That is more than paid for. So you'll get your set 1. Make sure when you... Seabass, I know I've sent stuff to you before, but I can't remember like names and addresses and all that. So if you didn't already, send me an email with your full name and address so I know where to send it. Metal Dude life update. You know, Metal Dude is like searching for purpose. Yeah, speaking of like a life update, man, he needs a purpose in life, and I think he's on the search for a purpose in life other than eating bean burritos. So I see a couple of people saying that they got their name in the thank you section of Lester Mitchell's CD because you donated. I did too when he did the GoFundMe so that he could afford to buy a new laptop and then have the CDs made. So yeah, that's cool. A bunch of us got our names in there. Oh, Rod, you put some 8-gauge strings, huh? Yeah, I plan to do that. That's another video that I'll make. I'm going to put 8-gauge strings on one of my IYV guitars and see how I like it. That probably won't happen until May because I'm so backed up with videos that I have to do. Yeah, I'm curious to try those 8s. I have a feeling I'm really going to love the 8s, and then I'm going to want to put 8s on all my guitars. But I still have a box of 9-gauge strings that I need to use, so it might be a while before I fully convert over to the 8s. We'll see. Hey, Russell, that's great news. You can play the guitar again without pain after 6 years. Very cool, very cool. I'm happy to hear that. Ah, you got a Firefly. Telly. You know, I've never tried one of the Firefly Tellys. What Fireflies did I had? I had like the Super Strat, which is the teal color, and then I had that really heavy ash Strat, and then I had 2 of the Les Paul models, and now I have the George Lynch Tiger model sitting right over there, which I can't do the video for yet. Not until it comes back in stock. Oh, cool. Doroteo says that Rusty Coley, is that how you say his name? I know who he is. I've heard of him. He endorses S.I.T strings. Just like me, guys. Did you know if you go to the S.I.T strings website and you click on the thing that says artists and you scroll down, you're going to see me there. I'm on their website now. Can you believe it? I can't believe they actually put me on there, but they did. You click on my picture and it's got like a bio that I wrote myself, of course. Made myself sound really cool. Yeah, Craig says he'd probably snap those 8-gauge strings. I suppose, you know, they're not for everybody. I mean, some people play 13-gauge strings, and I'm like, holy moly, how? I don't even like 10-gauge. I don't even like 10s. 11s, 12s, forget it. Like, I don't like to go above 9-gauge, so something like 13s is just insane. 7 gauge. Yeah, I can't imagine 7. Like you said, you're barely pushing on the strings and it makes them go out of tune because you're bending the notes, right? So it's going to sound out of tune. I can imagine that. I think Phil Collin from Def Leppard, I think he uses 13 gauge. Crazy. I'm not sure if that's accurate, but I think he does. Yeah, I don't know how well the 8 gauge strings would work with a Floyd because you got to have that tension, right, to hold it in place. So it's already hard enough with like 9 gauge. I put 9 gauge strings on the Lynch Firefly with the Floyd, and I had to adjust the spring screws in the back, to get it to try to be level. Yeah, I think anything under 9 gauge, 10 gauge is better for the stability of the Floyd, definitely. But I just don't like 10 gauge strings, so I had to change it to 9 gauge. So Firefly on the Guitars Garden website, they have a purple ML style. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I don't mind playing 10 gauge strings sometimes, like maybe on a Les Paul, because I think people that play Les Pauls, they seem to usually have like 10 gauge, or at least every time I get a guitar that's like a Les Paul, they always have 10 gauge strings on it. But for the really shreddy stuff, yeah, 10 gauges just doesn't work for me. I need 9, and maybe soon it'll be 8s. I don't know. We'll see. Rod says 8s work fine with the Floyd. Okay, well, as you guys know, I am definitely no Floyd expert at all. So I was just guessing based on the, tension on the strings. But I mean, if you know how to set it up, I guess it can be done. Well, hey, if it's good enough for BB King, it should be good enough for me, right? Did I miss something? Wasted Dude said, adios, Jamie. Did she say she was heading out or something? Oh, she did. Sorry. Good night, Jamie. She's probably gone already. I missed it. Oh, that's true. Yeah, the Les Paul has a shorter scale length, so yeah. Drew, yep, Scar My Guitar. He was down for like a few days or a couple days. I can't remember. It wasn't that long, and he was back up and running, so that's good news. So I see a couple of people saying they need to use 10 gauge strings with a Bigsby. You know, guys, I've never had a guitar with a Bigsby. And when I look at those, I'm going to be honest, when I look at those, I go, I don't think I even want one. They're just really, I don't know, it's got a certain look about it. It just looks like, well, that's a really old design. But anyway, I'm not saying anything about the functionality of them because I've never used one. They might be great, but they just look a little not appealing to me, I guess I could say. But if you like them, I'm not saying anything bad about them. Juan, I need to make the Paul Gilbert Ice Destroyer. I've thought about having a replica made of one of those, but I don't know. I just haven't done it. Maybe one of these days. Hey, I think I'm with you there, Captain Craig. It looks like a bone extractor. Yeah, it just looks so big and bulky and just like with a big spring over there. I don't know. It just looks kind of weird. Oh, Mike's talking about the Bullfighter Smart Guitar. They're blowing them out for 125. Yeah, because probably nobody wanted to buy them. The way they designed the colors and everything, it looked like a toy guitar. It wasn't, but it just had the look of like, that's not a real guitar. It looks like a toy. I think they messed up on the colors and the design. But I'm just guessing. Hey, New Mexico Saint, you made it. Good to see you. The Fesley F-ST 100. I can't even, which one is that now? That's one of the like Strat kind of models, right? I get confused with all these model names, like, and Donner does the same thing. DST 100, DST 200, DST 250, DST 600. You know, it's like, which one was which again? And Fesley, same thing. I know ST, the F-ST is Fesley Strat. So I know it's a Strat shaped one. And then they have like the F, what do they put for the Telecaster? TL maybe? FTL 1000? Timothy. Ron, are you saying that the Geiger stuff is going up in price? Is that what you mean? I haven't really paid attention to like the price on their stuff, but could that be because of the tariffs and stuff? I don't know. But I do know the Geiger stuff is really good quality stuff. And I have those Geiger locking tuners on this guitar, and they're really nice. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Mike. All the like, sometimes I don't understand like why they do this model with a certain number and then another model with a. It's confusing. Yeah, the FDK means the Fesley Dinky. That's the DK, that's the Dinky, right? And the F-ST is the Fesley Strat. If I started designing the Ricotta Mach 2, I don't have any plan yet. I mean, I'm not saying I'll never do it, but there's no plan in motion right now to make another batch of Ricotta guitars. Possibly at some point, but nothing in motion right now. And I don't know when that's going to happen because this is a lot of work. New Mexico Saint says the price on the Geiger stuff is going up. Okay. I'm going to have to take a look later just out of curiosity. You know, we've all been wondering for months, right? Like, what's going to happen to the price of all the guitar stuff if they start doing all these tariffs? Are the prices going to go up? And if you guys are starting to see some of the prices go up, then I think maybe we finally might be starting to see the effect of that. Six-string Stinger. Yes, indeed. The FLP is the Fesley Les Paul. You got that right. Have I tried? Thanks, Mike. Thank you, Mike. Musical Rehab. Have I tried the KGD guitars? I have not. I think they're on Amazon, right? Are those the ones that... I'm trying to remember what they look like. I think I've seen them. They're not very expensive, right? So I haven't tried one. If you end up getting that and you try it after you get it, and if we're in the live stream, just remind me and let me know like how it is. Like, hey, I got that KGD guitar and it was great, or it was awful, or whatever. Wow. Russell saying retail popped like 35%. Jeez. Hmm. Somebody asking if Leo James is going to do a 7-string Monsoon. Not that I know of, but here's the thing, guys. Leo James does stuff all the time, and I am not in the loop. I mean, new stuff will show up on Amazon, and I didn't even know they were making it. Like when they made the bass guitars, all of a sudden there's Leo James bass guitars on Amazon, and I didn't even know they were making bass guitars. So it wouldn't surprise me if a 7-string Leo James guitar suddenly appeared, but I have no knowledge of it. Yes, Stu, I remember when they used to put electrocratic guitar on the box, and yeah, that was funny, wasn't it? Oh, also, guys, here's another little tidbit. Have you seen those guitars on Amazon called RJ guitars? Now you know my name is Richard James, RJ, right? And there are some reviews on YouTube if you look for RJ guitars. Again, not my company, not this RJ, but there is a company that sells. It's like a Strat copy, and I don't know if the price has gone up, but they were selling for $99 on Amazon, and they had stainless steel frets. So that was kind of like people were making a big deal about that. Wow, you can get a guitar with stainless steel frets for $99. And the name of the company was RJ's Guitar, or just RJ or something like that. Anyway, I sent them a message a couple of days ago, and I was like, hey, RJ's Guitars, RJ right here, you guys should send me one of those so I could do a video on it. And they did reply back and said, oh, hey, yeah, that might be pretty cool. We'll be in touch. So will they be in touch? Who knows? We'll see. But that would be pretty neat if I reviewed an RJ guitar, and I'm RJ. I'm not RJ's Cave, but I am RJ the Bald Shredder. Craig says they're still $99. All right, cool. They have my picture on the Amazon page for Donner. My picture? You mean like on their overall page, or are you talking about like one of the listings for one of the guitars? It doesn't surprise me, and I'm totally fine with that because that's more publicity for me. You know, somebody might see that and be like, who's that weird looking bald guy? What's he doing there? Who is that? And then they might see me on YouTube or something, right? Oh, KGD and Sunstar are the same company. Thank you, Wasted Dude. That's how I knew that name. Because I remember looking at those and going, hey, what happened to Sunstar? And then they had the KGD models. Yep. Hey, Ubi, there can never be too many RJs. Okay, Mike's Musical Rehab wants to try Jet guitars, but he's heard bad things. I will let you know if it's any good or not, right? So we'll see. I'm the Donner guy now. Oh, all right. Oh, Philip McKnight checked out one of the RJ guitars and said the frets were really unlevel. For $99, that doesn't surprise me. Right? Satch plays Donners. I don't think anybody's going to confuse me with Joe Satriani, but you never know. Okay, Ubi, from this point forward, you will be known as the RJ. There you go. Hey, Russell, you're right. Free publicity. I'll take it. That's why I don't mind, like, some of the companies will put part of my performance, you know, like me playing their guitar, doing a song or whatever, and you'll see the video on the Amazon page. And a lot of times they don't ask me, they just do it. Sometimes these companies will take my entire video, the whole YouTube review video, like the whole 10-minute video, and they'll upload it on their own YouTube channel. And I haven't made a big deal about that yet either. So, whatever. Yeah, speaking of TikTok, I think some of the companies have even like taken parts of my video and put them on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok. Like, I don't have my own TikTok channel or whatever they call it. I don't even go on TikTok. I don't even look at TikTok. But, well, now I'm going to say I don't even look at TikTok. But I have looked because somebody told me, hey, you're on TikTok. I was like, I'm on TikTok? And then I went on there and looked, and it's like, yep, there I am. So it's like, again, some of these companies putting me on their TikTok page, which, again, I'm fine with. You know, they're trying to sell the stuff that I'm promoting and getting my face out there. Ron, I did not do an old school video tonight. I was a little bit lazy tonight, guys. I didn't like put a bunch of stuff in there because I got to load it into this OBS that I'm using, and I just didn't get around to doing it tonight. Okay, guys, I want to say one more time about the GoFundMe. One of our fellow guitar playing brothers out there, he's up in Canada, Cal B. He had to have emergency surgery on his cat, Rocco, and the surgery was like $4,600. A lot of money. He's living on a fixed income. Didn't really have the money, but how do you say no to that, right? You need to save your cat's life. So he did it, and he was thinking about selling his guitars to pay the vet bill. And a few other YouTubers were like, hey, that's no, we don't want you to have to sell your guitars to, you know, pay the vet bill. So they started a GoFundMe. And if some of you guys, if you can kick in a little bit to the GoFundMe to help Cal out, that would be really cool. I'm going to put the link again in the chat. And maybe we can help Cal to cover the cost of his vet bill. And I think that would be really nice if we were able to do that. Or whatever you can contribute, guys. And if you can't, I mean, I know money's tight. Money's tight, so we do what we can. Even just a little bit, you know. Luckily, as far as I know, the cat is okay now. So they did the surgery, and the cat is okay. The cat pulled through, so good news. So let me tell you guys what I finished watching on Netflix yesterday. I watched this movie. It was a movie? Yeah, I think it was a movie called Delicious. You heard it right, guys. Delicious. Wow, what a weird movie. And what a weird twist at the very end. It's a foreign movie. It's a French movie or Italian movie. I can't remember. I watch it dubbed in English, so I don't know really what language they're speaking. But yeah, quite a bizarre movie. Pretty good twist at the end. Anybody watch it? It's called Delicious. Yikes. Mike says you need to spend $6,000 to get ESP on the headstock? That's crazy. I would never do that. No, I don't think he's related to Cal Worthington, guys. All the Cal jokes now. He's not going to sell you a car. Sorry. Vorpal, very cool. Thank you very much. Even anything helps. So if you sent 10 bucks, I sent 10 bucks. Everything helps. Oh, James has to go because Survivor is going to be on. Hey, I understand, James, because I used to watch Survivor. I don't have cable TV anymore. I don't have regular TV, so I can't watch it. But yeah, I watched that show for years. I watched it from like the first season and I was hooked. I loved that show. So I totally understand. But we will be wrapped up by 8 o'clock, James. Don't worry. And you'll be able to switch over to Survivor. Hey, James, I love French fries and French toast. And French vanilla flavored coffee cream. What else is French? Good night, Jim. Hey, very cool, Mike. He got the Deluxe Leo Jaymz Monsoon. Awesome. Yeah, as you guys know, I don't pay much for guitars either. Like, I just don't see the point of paying $1,000 for a guitar when I can get something like this, a completely custom guitar from IYV for like, I can't remember how much I paid. 300, something like 300, less than 400, and it's exactly how I wanted it. And some of the other stuff, you know, even like the production stuff, like the Monsoons and whatever. There's so much great stuff out there, and if you just set it up and tweak it a little bit, you can get really great stuff. Captain Craig says, add a TV screen to the next Ricata. Then no excuses. Okay. Oh my gosh. Ubi's falling asleep in his chair. That's how boring I am. He's sitting there just a, I'm RJ. I'm RJ. I'm the RJ. Wake up, Ubi. Wake up. Buddy is doing great, Stu. Thanks for asking. Good night, Raycron. Good night, good night, good night. Mike, what did I think of the IYV Acoustasonic? It's okay. You know, it's not really like, that's not the kind of guitar that I would sit and play very often, if ever. I think if I wanted to do something acoustic, I would just play a regular acoustic rather than like an acoustic electric like that. I want a real good acoustic sound, you know. I mean, but what I think it's really great for is like the people that were interested in that Fender Acoustasonic, which is ridiculously overpriced. Like, I really want one of those, but the price is too high. You can get essentially the same thing from the IYV and pay a fraction of the cost. So that's what it's good for. It's for those people that wanted that guitar, but wanted to pay a reasonable amount. I actually have 3 of those IYV Acoustasonic guitars, 3 of them that I need to sell. 2 of them are in the box with the neck off, right? And haven't even been like assembled yet. And I keep thinking I need to offer them to you guys and talk about it. But I just keep forgetting because they're in a box like downstairs. I have the one that I did in the video. It's still fully assembled, and I'll probably sell that one as well. And then the other 2, they're, you know, it's all packaged up, just like if you ordered it on eBay with the neck off. Anyway, I will offer those up for sale at some point. Yeah, guys, it's hard to, like, you know, hey, let me go buy some new guitars when we see prices going up. And I think a lot of us, like, you want to feel like you're a little bit cautious, like, okay, wait, let me step back here and kind of see, you know, what's going to happen with the prices. And if prices start going up 20%, 35%, whatever, that's a little bit harder to, like, pull the trigger on buying something. Especially a lot of us, you know, a lot of you guys and me, obviously, 50 million guitars already. It's like, well, do I really need to buy another one when I already have so many and the prices are going up? Maybe not, right? All right, dude, enjoy Survivor. Later, dude. All right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap this up anyway. So I want to say thanks again to everybody that was here tonight. Thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it, guys. And oh, I have a video coming out tomorrow. Martin showing up right when I'm about to say goodbye. Good job, Martin. You made it, though. Tomorrow, guys, I have a video for my Fender Squier debut series Telecaster. I finally got it. Remember, I did the Strat and I did the bass. Well, now I finally did the Telecaster because it finally arrived at my house on Saturday. And for this video, guys, I did a one-take unedited video. So it's just one, no cuts, no edits, nothing. So that comes out tomorrow, and I made one huge mistake in the video, but I couldn't fix it because it's unedited. I had to leave in my boo-boo. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., guys. Yes, Seabass, send me the email about the bracelets with your info so I can mail those out to you. Okay, guys, so that's it. Enjoy the rest of your week. Have a great weekend. And members, I don't think I'm going to do a member live stream this weekend. Probably not. But you never know. You never know, but looking like probably not because I have a lot of stuff to record on the weekend. All right, guys, I'm going to do my countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. And I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.